What's going on, everybody? We're back in a pretty tiny studio space right now. Nothing too crazy. I think the camera's a little bit tilted down. Oh no. Does that look better? Now it's tilted up. And now it's slightly down. Whatever. I'm keeping that in. Authenticity, right? I wanted to give you guys a little bit of detail about what's going on here. And I'm sorry that I'm talking low because I think there's people working in the studios next to me. But I know I mentioned in the past 2 videos that I'm doing a residency out here in France. And it is an artists and writers residency. Personally, I'm here for writing. I think I did mention that in the other ones, that I'm working on some books that are going to publish later this year. About 2 days ago, I finished one of those books. About 20 minutes ago, I got a lot closer to finishing a second one. And this morning, I got about halfway through a brand new one. So I have been on my grind out here. But it's always good to slow down whenever you're starting to move really fast. Because I think a lot of times when you move fast and you just continuously just keep going faster and faster and faster, that's when you make mistakes. But I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what is up with this. So it is an artist and writers residency. It is in wine country in France. Subtle flex, sorry. And I applied over a year ago, probably like a year and a couple months, really, like just about over a year ago or something like that. And the residency this one only accepts 20% of all applicants every year. So I have been doing something right, I guess, to be able to be blessed enough to be accepted into a program like this. We currently just started the second of 3 weeks. So, it's about almost 6 o'clock on a Monday right now. I don't know if I'll upload this tonight. If I do, then whatever time zones. But that gives me all this week to finish one of those books, and then basically all of next week to finish the third book. So I'm making really good progress on my personal goal of 3 books in 3 weeks. Now, let me preface, it's not 3 books from scratch in 3 weeks. 2 of the books I had already been working on well in advance before coming here. One of them, I already had 9 out of 10 chapters done. It's not a very long story. So that one, when I got here, I only needed to do 1 chapter. I did have writer's block on it, but it wasn't anything crazy. So that one's not I'm not trying to be impressive. The second one that I did some great progress on today, I had been working on for a couple years. And that one, I say I've been working on it for a couple years, but it's more like realistically actual writing time, like a couple of months spread out over a couple of years. There's been a lot of times where I started, when I first started the book, did a couple chapters and I didn't touch it for months. And then when I picked it back up, I was working on it consistently a bit more and more, and then fell off. And then a couple months picked it back up and then fell off. And then a couple weeks picked it back up and then fell off. And then a couple weeks picked it back up and then fell off. And a couple months picked it back up and fell off. So it has not been a consistent working on it for years and years. And mind you, these are just rough drafts. When I say 3 books in 3 weeks, I'm talking about just rough drafts. Because I'm just going to have to obviously go back through and do rewrites, editing with my publisher, more rewrites, final rewrites, and I'm still gonna have to put in more effort and work. There's a lot of parts that are gonna have to be reworked, spiced up, fix dialogue, add detail, this, that, the other, but like, the skeleton with some meat on its bones is what I'm trying to finish here for 3. The third one is going to be a collection of short stories, which I already have a bunch of, one-page short stories written out. So I spent a little bit of this morning kind of copy and pasting those into a Google Doc to start formatting kind of what I think I would want the book to look like and toy around with that. But yeah, I don't really have too much for you guys today. Last night, almost every night, we've been staying up very late, having a lot of fun with wine, which, like, last night I didn't go to bed until like 4:50 in the morning. 2 nights before that, I didn't get back into bed until like 6:20 in the morning. Most nights it's been like 2 to 3 in the morning, but like that's still not my usual scheduling for consistent nights in a row of drinking, having fun, party games, like drinking games. Usually my schedule is go to the gym at night to train MMA at 8:15. Either punch heavy bags, train with people, or spar for like an hour, hour and a half. Go home, shower, eat dinner, sleep nice and, earlier than midnight. And then here I am in France when I'm not a drinker, powering through bottles of wine with all these other residents, playing drinking games late into the night, which is good. Good. It's good to, like I said in the previous video, throw a wrench in your routine. I could be doing it in a healthier manner, but there's something to be said about the creativity you get from living your life more. Back home, like the schedule I just said, I love mixed martial arts, but it gets repetitive at times when you're training, similar things each week, which is part of it. Like, you have to build the muscle memory for things. You have to keep doing things to get better at them. When you're training, jiu-jitsu or wrestling or clinch, you have to do the same positions over and over and over again to like really learn the technique down. But being out here, I've found I'm actually putting in less effort to be creative, for more time spent actually writing, which is different, because usually I like wait until I get like a flow state moment, and then I just start like powering out a couple paragraphs or a couple pages, and then it's like, all right, boom, I got that off my chest, like, and then I have nothing but writer's block for a couple days or a couple weeks. But like this morning, I got up, showered, grabbed a little breakfast, sat down on my computer, started copying and pasting a bunch of old short stories into that Google Doc, ate lunch, went into one of the common spaces, sat down and pulled up the other book and just started writing. And I did an entire chapter. Actually, no, I finished one chapter, did an entire new chapter. And I didn't even have to like try to get myself in the mode for it. I didn't have to like put any effort in for that. So, forgive me for being so tired and like not really having anything like meaningful to talk about, but I want to be more consistent with this. I want to, wow, I'm falling asleep. I want to do better. I want to do more. And I guess now I'm taking you guys on the ride for that. So I still need to do those artist interviews. Everybody's been so busy grinding out, which is good. It's good for them. There's so many painters here that are just pouring their hearts out onto their canvas, so they don't have a lot of time to be like, yeah, I have 20 minutes to sit down and talk with one mic. But this week I'll try and find time, and if not, probably closer to the end when everything's like winding down, people have had time to really like, grind early, start to ease up towards the end, relax a little bit more, enjoy the last couple days. But we'll see. I really want to get some of those conversations out, because I think some of the people here will really help inspire a lot of you out there to not even just be creatives, but just to like go after what it is you really want. There's some of their stories are so inspirational, and I think it speaks to a wider audience than just artists, writers, filmmakers, singer-songwriters. Some of these people here really have stories that touch on the power that you have to change your life, change course, change direction, sail with the winds when you're stuck against the wind, trying to fight against the wind to go one direction when like you'd be so much more powerful going the way that you're meant to go, not the way you think you're supposed to go. Because a lot of people, they try and sail in the direction they think they're supposed to go, whether they're afraid to go the way that they want, or, we talked about that in the last video, but something to be said for that. But I'm going to... I actually have to read some other people's... Wow. English is not my strong suit today. I have to read other people's work in preparation for a group collaboration situation in 2 days, where we're, some people submitted writing that the group will like go over together, kind of help people figure out like, is it strong? Could it be stronger? Is it, kind of weak in some areas, just to get, collaborative eyes on each other's work. So I gotta go do that. And yeah, I'll try and figure out some more entertaining things to do for you guys, because these last 2 videos have been a snooze fest. But I love you guys. I'm gonna go take a snooze fest. Peace out.